listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
Well, the Wild are trying to win another game for their new coach. The Predators want to get the seventh win in a row. And meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, Henry Kissinger is still dead. Couldn't ask for too much more. But also, we have another Stupid Sports Show back here on 1069 Click FM. Hello, I'm your host, Jim Birchall. And I decided on what seemed like a pretty low stakes game for most people, except for Mr. Coburg. Yeah, Nashville versus Minnesota. Nah, I kept my volume off because I wasn't expecting to come up on the live camera immediately. That's all that was, MKI. Just me not paying attention to what was going on. So, I'd say I'm a little more excited for this than I think I would have been for any other match that was on the card tonight as far as games go. But I wouldn't say no to the Kraken taking care of business against the Leafs. And yes, I can also raise my hand for that, Luke. I have outlived Henry Kissinger as far as the progression of time. Also, make sure that you do yourself a favor and live your life in a way so that your death gets announced by your family and not by your consulting firm. Yep, we did turn the lights on a little bit tonight, Coburg. What we have also done, in the interest of keeping our morale up during these difficult times, is bring out the bingo. Let me just get that link into the chat. If you're here for the first time, you've stumbled into this accidentally, we like to play bingo here with the games that we watch. If you click on this link that's just showing up in chat right now, it should get you your own bingo card. We look for events that could happen, we hope would happen, from the common to the uncommon to the rare to the legendary, and we see who gets bingo first. I do have a win condition for everyone tonight. If the Toronto Maple Leafs get a too many men on the ice penalty, everybody automatically wins bingo. So whatever happens, if that comes to pass, well, at least we can get some joy out of it. And maybe hear the screaming of Steve Glynn from over the border. I'm doing well, True North. Hello to everybody else who's here. Coburg, Logan, William, MKI, anyone I might have missed at the beginning. Angie is angry as she always is, but she did want me to tell all of you that she hopes the Lions don't make the playoffs, and tonight she's rooting for Nashville. I think it's the cat thing. And for those of you who are wondering about the important question, yes, I asked Monty. He wants overtime. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that one, folks. We will have to wait and see. But like I said, important game for two teams that are currently somewhat in the bottom of the Central Division there in the Western Conference. Minnesota hoping that they can, make this the start of a good run to finish out the season, maybe get a wild card, and convince their one-star player that they have right now that he does want to maybe, sign a more favorable extension with the team. Meanwhile, Nashville, they're back above 500 and they'll try to stay there and, stay competitive, but so long as the OT isn't at LCA, okay, you got a wager on the game. I gotcha. All right. Well, hopefully this stays as stress-free as possible for you, Luke. A little bit of oddness, of course, is that John Hines, the current Minnesota coach, is a former coach for Nashville. So I don't know how much that will carry over. They're still going through all the pre-show lineups and, yeah. They haven't even gotten the anthems going yet. I did get your card, by the way, Logan. Thank you very much for that. I've got Logan down as card number 9. Luke is at card number 6. Anyone else you want to play, just let me know what card you get. That way I have an easier time finding it when you call bingo. The Predators fans don't like Hines. Ooh. Okay, well let's hear straight from the mouth of this proverbial horse, Coburg. Why is it that Hines leaves a bad taste in the mouths of Predators fans? And you can put your own ketchup joke in there. Oh, my apologies, Luke. I must have gotten you confused with something else. Yep, I definitely did. I see that now. My bad. I've got you down now for 24. Maybe I should pick out my own card. See exactly what I need for this game. Oh boy. Oh, this card is going to be ugly. I can feel it. Oh yeah. Well, I better get that box score up so that I can more accurately keep track of what I am assuming is about to be a whole cart full of nonsense. Meanwhile, we wait on a Boston goal to see if it might be disallowed from being offsides. I check the scores as I have them brought up, and I apparently have closed my score tab. I'm organized today, folks. Now, I do apologize for all the scatterbrainedness. I also, just before I got on the air, saw that the early game on Fox throughout most of the country is going to be Detroit, New Orleans. So, ooh, yeah. Considering the competition that we had, which was Miami, Washington, and Atlanta, New York Jets. Yeah, that. Oh, we might be getting the good game in that time slot. I do feel bad for the rest of the country that has to sit through Denver, Houston, though. Oh, even I wouldn't want to put anybody through that. And so we wait. Lightning still beating the Penguins 2-0. Damn, the Devils over the Flyers 2-0 in the second period as well. Red Wings over the Blackhawks 2-1 now, 17:37 to go in the second. And the Panthers and the Canadiens still all even at nothing. It was it was not reviewed. They just said, okay, it's a goal. Yeah, I'm getting that sneaking suspicion too, Mr. Koberg. It will be, considering the state of our defense, it'd be a great opportunity for New Orleans to completely pick us apart, even with the injuries that they have in their wide receiver core. And they could probably get a little nice ego boost from all the fumbles and interceptions that we'll be throwing their way, which seems to be our thing as of late. All right, puck has dropped. Mark it off on your cards. We'll have a dump off into, this is the Minnesota end to start things. Gets fished back out by the Wild. Try to get things swinging the other way. End up throwing it into the zone. But, oh, I think we might have a play stoppage for a high stick. So looks like we're going to have a face-off down in the Nashville end. Oh, Saros is in goal for the Nashville, and Gustafsson is going to be in goal for the Wild. So those are the goals against averages that we are going to have to keep an eye on for today. Out at neutral ice, Minnesota wins the face-off. They go passing around the world and dump it in around the near side. Soros tries to settle it down a little for his compatriots, but Wild takes control again. That one ends up getting deflected wide. Predators try to control it along behind the goal line. End up having to shovel it forward. Make a nifty backwards move. Kicked away by Gustafsson. Quick counterattack by the Wild coming. Some fascinating passing. But the last payoff one gets deflected away by Nashville. Wild recovers near the blue line. Tries to cycle it around again from the top of the key. Now coming around to the near circle. Try a cross-ice pass. Gets broken up in a just sea of defensemen. They have to dump it back into their own end and regroup. Meanwhile, it is now 3-1 for the Wings. Congratulations. If you request a Hall & Oates song, I will not get sued, because at this moment I think Hall & Oates have bigger things to worry about than my show. Don't worry about it, True North. I try again, and a fan on the pass. The camera misses track of where the puck was. He was just going by the momentum of the players, and now we have a very odd man breakaway, but Soros has to stretch. And a player can help him cover it up so that no one can get in there and get what would have been an opportune time to steal the puck away. Has to full split and cover it up basically with his skate. And now there it is, a shot blocked by a player down in the Nashville end. So if you have that, shot blocked by body, mark it off on your cards. Meanwhile, the Red Wings are on the power play. There's a 4-on-4 going down in Boston. Try a nice centering pass in front of the net, but the Wild is able to control it first and quickly get out of the zone. Cross-ice pass ends up getting tapped over the blue line. Just in time, has to fight through traffic, but they cannot control it. And the Predators will be able to easily move back out to the neutral zone. All right, Josie is now going to throw it back across the ice. Centering pass attempted. Right in front of the net. Saved by Gustafson. Shot by number 26, Tomasino. Oh, Tomasino with the shot right at the front door of Gustafson. Glove side. Damn. And it was Gustafson just reaching out to snatch it out of the air. It is now 4-1 Red Wings after they get a get that save in there. Another face-off win by the Wild. I think they've won a majority of the face-offs so far tonight. Meanwhile, Wild having trouble keeping track of the puck down in the offensive zone. Predators trying to clear again. Damn. Even with that shot, they couldn't get away from hitting another player. Shot blocked in front. Direct shot saved by Soros with his leg blocker. Shots on goal currently 3-2 in favor of the Wild. Well, Mr. Pizzle, hope you're doing well. Best of luck with the Commanders. I'm sure you'll be fine. Clock is stopped down to 16:26. Not sure what this stoppage is for. We might be having an offsides. Oh, damn. Might have been an icing. They took it all the way back to the Nashville end. So they will win the draw this time. Flip it out to the neutral zone. Get themselves a line change. I don't know. Kaprizov just working magic back there. Unfortunately, he couldn't do everything himself. Has to abandon his stick. Holy crap, we have an early power play now coming for Nashville. Is it going to be a hooking penalty? Tonight, at least for this first period, drinking Green River soda. That's right, the only soda that looks, tastes, and smells like you'd imagine a Green River would. All right, there's Ryan O'Reilly in on the power play crew. They win it right off the face-off. Saved by Gustafson. Wild was able to knock it away from the net before anything bad could happen and could easily clear. Oh, yes, and this is the other reason why I was looking forward to it, because they're playing in Nashville, so we got to hear what kind of possible awesome crowd chants that they have, because they're kind of known for doing that at the Predators games. That's their option, Sharks Bruins. Woof. Only able to clear it out to the neutral zone, but they will try it again. This time, Predators able to get the stick on it, get just back across the line. Another regrouping attempt right around center ice. Ends up getting tapped back into the Nashville end. So only one shot so far on the Nashville power play. A good skip through, but unfortunately the puck just bounced ahead of him. Wild now fighting for it along the board, seem to have gained some control. And it will get lifted all the way. Oh, damn. We're going to have a face-off in the Nashville end now for some damn reason. Wasn't exactly clear, and the announcers weren't either. Ooh. They're trying to get it in under his arm and got it closed up at the last moment. And Boston scored another goal. Yeah, it can't rain every day. Looks like we still got the... We've got the penalty nearly killed off at this point, I think. Oh, there are Bruins fans there. Yeah, that makes sense. They might get a little cranky. Tomasino battling, and he falls right over. So if you have he's no fun, he fell right over from Mr. Tomasino. Short-handed opportunity, and the Wild have taken it and scored. Oh, man. Holy crap. And not only was it... Let me see. Oh, I think the penalty might have been over by then because it looks like they were... Because it looked like they had just had a good, well-timed odd man rush. I'll check the official score on it in just a moment, probably when we have our next commercial break. A good attempt to clear, now kicked back into the offensive zone by Nashville, but Wild seemed to be skating with some renewed purpose and energy. And Rossi falls right over, still try to control the puck and at least waste some time until extra help can arrive. Unfortunately, they do not. Oh boy, we've got a delayed penalty call on the Wild, so goaltender has been pulled. Mark it off on your cards. We have an early goaltender pull. They're trying to take advantage of this. Nyquist tried to tap the puck away to get the play to stop, and now Nyquist tried to take it in on his own, still controls the puck in the corner. They're going to try passy around the world, try to find an open shot. They lose track of it. Finally gets poked away again, but Nashville still controls it, and the delayed 6-on-5 continues. Finally, we stop this. Oh, wait, Kasparov is going to be going into the penalty box, and apparently we have another penalty with a player that might have been hurt, because they mentioned the dude ended up going right down the tunnel afterwards. Oh boy, this could be a serious one. And would not be a good start for the Wild, especially after getting an early goal lead. All right, Kaprizov will only do 2 minutes for interference. All right, didn't look like too bad of a collision. Meantime, I will check the box score and see whether that is listed as a shorthanded goal. All right, that first penalty was at 3:58. And the goal was, literally 10 seconds later. So Penalty ended at 5:58, and it was just a great opportunity with the player leaving the penalty box to make an odd man rush in the neutral zone. This worked out well. I'm not sure that I'm wondering if they'll be able to do it again. So unfortunately, not a shorthanded goal, so we can't get the rare. But so far, we have had a goaltender pulled. He's no fun. He fell right over. Shot blocked by body. And was there one more? Nope. Not yet, but very, very busy first period between Nashville and Minnesota. Oh, oh, they wanted more because of a shot to the head. They wanted something bigger than interference on that call. Meanwhile, another full ice clear forces Nashville to regroup again. Shorties elsewhere. Way this game is going, we might have more opportunities for shorties depending on how the Wild can do. And damn, just like that, Nashville is having horrible luck controlling the puck on the power play. I did read in a couple of posts from Predators fans that Nashville power play is not considered to be the greatest in the NHL, but improving. I'm doing all right, Luke. I hope the rest of you are doing well as well. Shots currently 5-4 in favor of the Wild, and considering the Wild already have four penalty minutes in this game, that says a great deal about Nashville, despite the record. And even as they get across the blue line, Nashville cannot get set up. Another clear by Minnesota. Another battle at the blue line, and Dewar will try to draw some focus. As he does, gets the ball, gets the puck taken away from him. We have another penalty expire, and we are back to even strength. All right, from the far corner, Wild recovers it, having to battle out of their own zone now. Finally, Nashville gets a turnover, but Wild takes it right back and flips it away. Hey, sometimes that's all we can ask. Is that in the Detroit game, Luke, that we got a fight going? Is it a noogie fight or a tickle party? Oh, we have a little bit of an odd man break, but saved by Gustafsson. They completely lost track of it in front, however, and Wild now have given Nashville an opportunity to set up and establish some offensive presence. Then with the follow-up, they set it up the middle, try to get a line change going. Soros will get out of the goal to track down the puck. We got another battle in the corner. Tickle party is when they're actually throwing punches. Noogie fight is all headlocks and grappling and trying to pull jerseys overhead. Because usually it's one or the other. A fierce battle behind the goal line down in the Minnesota end. Nearly cleared away. Huge hit against the board into the bench. And they have to immediately stop things because everybody was trying to get in. Oh, Never mind, they stopped the play for offsides. Woof. Textbook noogie fight? Ah. All right. Well, let us mark off noogie fight on the bingo card. And Chicago's on the power play. I wonder how many times the announcer will say Connor Bedard before that game is over. All right. I did note that we haven't had any of the announcers complaining about physicality yet, so we might not be able to get those were the days marked off. Take a quick look back to the stats as we see them. Ooh. Amazingly, despite how I think the Wild have been doing, ESPN says that so far, the face-off winnings, it is 8-1 in favor of Nashville. Shots are even at 5-5, but yeah, I'm sure that Minnesota would like many fewer penalties because they've had to play almost half of the game so far at a man disadvantage. Pretty much, Coburg, that's all they've got at the moment. Another win by the Predators, but the Minnesota Wild quickly steal at center ice, try to dump it in. Nashville will be able to take control from behind the goal line, try to get their own charge up the ice going. They'll dump it in from the near side. Intense negotiations stall out among the near side boards. Gustafsson corrals the puck for his friends. And now we just have a very aggressive Nashville forecheck trying to prevent Wild from getting out of their own zone. Unfortunately, they have failed. They just barely keep that play onside, but lose the puck quickly and give up on the play rather quickly as well once things became difficult. Or maybe that was just a designated line change time and it meant they didn't have to try as hard. Holy crap. I cannot believe they got that pass all the way across the ice, but could not enter the centering pass for the shot here on the near side. A high shot saved by Saros. Had a clear shot from the near circle. Another hard hit along the boards. Wild player goes down. Wolf. That's an off-target pass. Forces number 90 to slow up. Gives Nashville an extra opportunity to get some hits in, and they will take control behind their own goal line. Meanwhile, Seattle and Dallas is also happening. Meanwhile, Boston is on the penalty from the Sharks. On the power play from a Sharks penalty. Another shot tipped wide in the Nashville end. Minnesota caroms it out to center ice to prevent another rush. Nashville will now dump into the Wild end. Intense negotiations along the far board result in a 3-on-2 now developing for the Wild. Middleton backhands it over the left shoulder of the goalie. We are now at 2-0 with 5:59 to go in the first period. Holy crap. Folks, shots are 6-5 and it is 2-0 Minnesota over Nashville. Even with all the opportunities on the power play. I don't think I'm not sure if that one got deflected or not, but damn, just great. That puck just ended up in the perfect place, right over the shoulder. Oh, of course. We. Yeah, I think there's a good chance that Nashville actually wins this challenge because there was a player on the far side of the ice who was dragging his skate back to try to make the initial play onside. There's a good chance this one will be taken back. Let me add that because I had to rebuild the bingo list from scratch. For some reason, I lost the original list and I completely forgot about that wonderful entry in the 5-hole. Yeah, Coburg, I can definitely understand why you would be upset. Oh, we got a good look coming. Oh, I think he's just ahead of it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a goal, folks. That one should be coming back. Meanwhile, the Lakers are beating the Thunder by 7 at the end of the first, but SGA has 16 points for the Thunder already. Oh, good start for the Student Government Association. Yep, that goal is under review, so mark that off on your cards. Yeah, that should be a that should definitely be offsides. Even though I've got the Homer announcers in my ear, even I could see that that's offsides. Oh my God, they have determined it is onside. Oh my, and they're giving them a delay of game for an unsuccessful challenge. Well, folks, this game is just going from bad to worse for Nashville. I am sorry, Kobrick. I think you guys kind of got screwed. Crowd hates that call. So mark that off on your cards. I mean, the weird thing is, they acknowledged even on the broadcast that their cameras that they have, you know, don't don't have a lower frame rate than the cameras that they use for these reviews. Coaches seems to be handling it rather well. Yeah, this is the first. Yeah, this is the first power play for the Wild this game. They've had to kill penalties all game, and now we can see what they do with a man advantage. All right, so Coburg, I understand why you'd be disappointed with your power play. How would you consider the penalty killing unit of Nashville? It'll start with an initial win off the faceoff, and that shot off of everybody in traffic. Wild still managed to control the rebound, however. And he gets it in. Kaprizov from along the goal line. Oh. Oh, man. This is deep hurting. I can't believe I forgot to put that on there as well. We are already up 3-0, folks. We are only in the first period, and the Wild are beating the Predators 3-0. Oh, the penalty kill is decent. It's not the best, but it works. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sure Adam is absolutely thrilled to hear about this. But woof. Another win off the faceoff at center ice by the Predators. And just like clockwork, the Wild have immediately stolen it back. Oh, we got people getting grippy with each other behind the Nashville goal line. That shot goes far wide of the net stick side. Wild can't control the puck from behind the goal. Be a giveaway back to the Predators, trying to get anything together for what has been an ugly first period. That wrist shot saved by Gustafsson. Look, Jerry, you're not selling me a damn car. This is my show. That's that. Oof. We are at 4:51 to go, folks, in the first period, and ooh. Damn. Yeah, we're halfway to pizza right now. True North. There's a decent chance that we could if there isn't some adjustment by Nashville. Meanwhile, the Sharks are on the power play. Detroit is leading at the end of the second 4-1. Nice to hear that the rebuild is going well over in the Motor City. And I was curious about why they had fired their coach. And apparently before they hired John Hines, their previous coach had taken them on a 7-game losing streak, and that was apparently the last straw for the owner. Didn't fire the GM. Apparently he trusts them more since they've been able to make the playoffs. Haven't won an actual playoff round in the years that they've been making the playoffs, but they've been getting there, which, considering Minnesota sports, is a bit noteworthy. Mr. Bittencourt, I'd consider this sports show decently stupid today. Do you have a particular dog in this race, Mr. Bittencourt, or are you not much of an NHL person? Woof. Corey Perry shenanigans. Honestly, when it comes to just shenanigans, I try not to keep track. From the blue line, that shot is wide, but the Predators are once again the Wild are keeping Nashville just mired in their own end. Constant. Oh, a steal right in front of the goal. And now we got an honest to God tickle party going. The gloves are off. And Shen takes down the player. Foligno and Shen. Ooh. And Shen just Oh, they're just gone. They got 5 minutes each for fighting. Oh, oh, uh, Blackhawks terminate contract of Corey Perry. Of course, the TMZ headline. So mark off tickle party on your card. We've been getting a lot here in the first period. Damn. Shots are 9-6 and ooh. All right. Billy kicked ahead. Meanwhile, at center ice, Wild trying to get a 4-0 lead, but the Predators, I think, have had a fire lit under their ass. And now we've got a developing 3-on-1 coming. Unfortunately, the one is able to knock the puck into the near corner. They will try it again, and they lose track. Nearly end up losing complete control of it. Negotiations are won by Nashville along the boards, but then guess what? Again, they give it away to the Wild, who dump it out into center ice. This game has been insane, and not in the ways that I expected, folks. Seeking treatment for addiction. Ooh. Oh, we've gotten all the fight spots that we needed, True North. We got ourselves a tickle party here, a noogie fight. Oh, over there, Cowboys only lead the Seahawks by 10. Almost makes me think we have a chance. Shots 9-7 in favor of the Wild. Of a face-off in the Minnesota end of the ice. And Lettieri gets sent away for not listening to Simon Says. They send in Dewar. Easy face-off win. And then we stop it immediately for I don't know what the hell. God, did they both not hear him say Simon Says again? Out to the corner. Once again, the Wild eventually get control of it, try to dump it along the near boards. Number 59 comes along to rescue it, tries to dump it in for the top of the key. Gustafsson will just grab it out of the traffic. Clock stops at 3:01. Was it mentioned in your game, Luke? Because I didn't think I had heard it mentioned in my game. That's Yossi again. He'll try again for the point. Rebound gets deflected to the side of the net. Nashville will control. Try to keep passing around, poked away, but they're able to save it just at the blue line, dump it behind the goal line. Thankfully, they're able to bring it out on their own. Minnesota giving them barely any breathing room, however. Tries a backhand, it flies wide of the net. Eriksson Ek will slap it away to center ice. And a rare bounce gives Nashville an opportunity to give it away once again, because what do you know? It's broken up by Yossi. And McDonough is going to go right to the box. I think I don't know what his penalty is, but meanwhile, Yossi is going off for delay of game? Huh? damn, now we have a 5-on-3 going in Boston. All right, we do have 5-on-3 listed. Because of that, mark off all your corner spaces, folks. A graphic went up on screen. All right. I got original 6. Oh, damn, I forgot to put original 6 back into this thing. That is my bad. Oh my gosh. So what do they do when they're feeling confident? They nearly give it away. That shot was well blocked, and finally we have a clear by the Nashville penalty kill. There we go. Down to 90 seconds to go, and I'll consider it a victory for Nashville if they can get out of this period without the score becoming 4-0. Cross ice trying to get it in. Saros now leading to all the punches being thrown. They're calling it a big old rhubarb in Nashville. They're still pulling players apart. I'm not sure this game is going to make it to the end. And it's starting up again in the quarter. Oh, man. Now Kaprizov, who Minnesota can't afford to lose, gets his helmet off and get back into it. Oi. I'm going to have to get the music going quickly because I'm not sure how much time I'll have before everything falls apart again. Woof. Oh, wow. Nice. And it's all about them protecting the goalie, which is another entry that I knew I forgot to put back in, but just did not get into my brain. All right. They still haven't sorted this out. We're at 1:15 to go. A minute 8 left still in the other power play. Oh, and they're chirping at the benches. They're chirping in the penalty box. And now they're having fun pointing out the guy with the clipboard. Wow, the announcers are bored already. And I don't know why I didn't put that on the board. We could have had all the bingos, and we haven't even gotten out of the first quarter yet. Except for all of those entries that I forgot to put in. Holy crap, there are now 3 dudes in the box for Nashville. Last I saw 2 in the box for Minnesota. All right, so a minute left on the Minnesota power play, and they're apparently just going to let those dudes stay in the box for as long as possible. Oh my God, it's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show in here. This crowd has call and response for everything, including the 1 minute remained in the period marker. We're down to 50 seconds right now, but Coburg, I don't know what this game is. Y'all definitely need to turn around the second period, however. I would have expected more from a team that's at 500 playing, a team that just fired its head coach. And I know you want to, play hard to him and, play well for the new guy, but I'm just agog. All right, Nashville now trying to hold on to it. But once again, they give it away. Wild trying to keep things away from Nashville just for the last 10 seconds. But nope, there it is. Turnover. Yossi has gotten out of the box. And it's a save by Gustafson. Face off in the Minnesota end with 1.5. A pinball goal is if it bounces off another player, their body, or their stick and goes in. If it bounces off a post and goes in, bouncing off a part of the goalie doesn't count. It has to be it has to bounce off something that is not the goalie. Oh, they're even going to pull the goalie again to get an extra attack or get a quick shot off with 1.5 seconds. Now, they have won the majority of the faceoffs in this game. Yeah, 15-4. Well, Minnesota wins this one and puts it right at the end of the first period. Damn. Damn, folks. There are going to be some discussions in the Nashville locker room, I would hope. Because it just looks messy. Absolutely messy out there for the Predators. I'm not sure what the hell is going on with them. You know what? Folks, we will take a pause for the cause because I'm going to need to look into some things, especially about the Nashville style of play this season, and see if this has been a problem. We will be back for period number 2 of the Wild versus the Predators here on 106.9 Click FM. Another stupid sports show. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Blowing up hard drives at ChicagoHouseDJ.com. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drives at Chicago. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive. Hard drive, blowing up 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 hard drive in Chicago. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive in Chicago. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive. blowing up hard drives at ChicagoHouseDJ.com. Blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive at Chicago, blowing up hard drive, 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 blowing up hard drive.
He already told us at the top of the show, True North. Monty wants overtime, and he will do what he can to get it. Second period has just gotten underway. There's still a whole bunch of people sitting in the penalty box on both sides. All right, 19:42 to go. Ishii comes out of lurking to spot Monty. You're right, Coburg. Monty did request overtime tonight. I don't know why he would want it in a game where his Minnesota Wild are winning 3-0. But he is, after all, a bit of a silly beast. So I'm not going to pretend to understand what he's thinking all the time. Meanwhile, Detroit is now up 5-1. Things remaining ugly over there. Nashville now getting some offensive time, but that bounces out to mid-ice, gets swung wide. Wild cannot control it for once, giving Nashville an initial boost of speed, gets stolen away from them, flung the other way back at Soros on net, who has to pawn it off to his friends in the corner. Minnesota, however, not making things easy for the Predators. They're trying to sneak it in behind the goal line, get rebuffed, and now lose it back all the way to center ice. Nashville, however, cannot capitalize. Ends up getting sent back across the ice and up the near side. Now it's just going to be a bit of negotiating in the neutral zone to find out who's going to break through first. Gaudreau throws for a one-timer. Rebound finally brought in by the Wild and tipped in again. Oh, no. Pat Maroon gets the tip in. Oh. This is going to get ugly. We are at 4-0. Minnesota beating Nashville. By the way, we have also had defenseman scores and defenseman gets a point in this game. Unfortunately, it was from Jake Middleton and from getting his backhanded goal, and Spurgeon providing an assist on the Kasparov goal, the Kirill Kasparov goal. And Lankinen has now come in. Now I know I put in goaltender pulled, but I didn't put goaltender gets switched. Oh boy. And we also start with an icing call against the Preds. Meanwhile, Florida's beating Montreal 4-0. Oof. Once again, immediate whistle off the faceoff. I don't know how bad these guys are at Simon Says that they keep having to restart the game every time. All right, Evangelista now trying to drive it forward. Gustafsson gets the save. Not able to control the rebound, but Wild trapping the Preds in the corner. Shin shot gets blocked, flutters in behind the net. Nashville trying to fight along the far boards for it. Shorewood trying to chase on the other side. And it'll give them an icing call. Uh-oh. Hey. Look at that. The Maple Leafs only lead the Kraken by 1 still. because the team still can't play defense. All right, another turnover in the neutral zone this time by the Wild. To say more of the action has been down in the Minnesota defensive end this period. Yeah, Nashville is now down 4-0. Feels like they have no excuses left unless they I don't know at this point. Apparently, they haven't had a deficit this big since they played the Edmonton Oilers earlier in the season. That is, Nashville being in a deficit this big. Yeah. Harold Ballard would be proud just as long as he got the gate receipts. I guess you consider that a Nashville win. Heck yeah, number 9's been able to hold it down the whole time. I think that's Forsberg. Tries to dump it to the far corner for support, which does not show up, and now intense negotiations have to resume along the near boards back behind the goal line. Nyquist, meanwhile, his shot from Forsberg will get blocked. Middleton throwing it up the near side. Looking for Johansson to help things out. He can now control things behind the goal, and Nashville will this time try to advance up the far half of the ice. Pass was intercepted. Meantime, but gets stolen away. Now Nashville getting some good steals of their own in the neutral zone. Unfortunately, they get that pass immediately deflected away. Doesn't it get called an icing this time, as it was a deflection and not an intentional fling. All right, Tomasino trying to work his way in. Could not get the right angle around the defender, however. Tomasino threads it in front, but nobody could get a stick on it. Does get thrown wide back behind the goal. Great spin by Parson to keep hold of it. They try to throw it in front of the blue line. Could not get deflected the right way in time. Just trickles past. At least we're getting some good effort from the Predators this time. They have to get it covered up by Gustafsson, as the Wild could not kick it away from the front of the net. Clock stops at 14:54. Woo. Oh, man. Well, Nashville are certainly trying a little harder. You know, some of their bugbears are still, making life difficult for them. Saved by Gustafsson. Have to chase it back down to the Predators' end. Shorewood will get it out from underneath. Shot gets blocked out to center ice. A good effort to tap it in. Gustafsson has to leave the net to save it. Gets preserved at the blue line. Now can we get the passy around the world? Nope. Another steal in the offensive zone. Damn. Just fired up the howitzer just to get one going. Damn, I nearly thought Predators had a chance for breakaway at that moment, but nope, they got rebuffed again. Oh, yes, all the original 6 mentions. And Lankinen gets that save after a fantastic pass in front. All right. Zuccarello gets it back up to the line. They will try from the far side. Gets deflected. Blocker side. Before it could even get to Lankinen. And now finally we got the Predators coming back up the ice. Poke checks all the way. So they'll throw it back up to the blue line to try to regroup. And now it's intense negotiations in the neutral zone. Eventually won by Nashville. Circling on the far side of the ice, looking for position. Nearly end up taking it back across. But damn. They just have been unable to keep themselves in a position to set up and get any offense generated. This has got to be absolutely frustrating, not just for the fans, but also for the team. Like, Minnesota has barely given them any breathing room during this game. Once again, Predators trying to work around the boards, but the Wild once again have control of it. Again, they don't keep it for long because of a blocked pass at center ice. O'Reilly does get it ahead. Got a breakaway, but a save by Gustafsson. All right, if you had a breakaway, which Ryan O'Reilly just got, mark it off on your cards. Another blocked shot. Favreau, he's going to try to waste some time during the line change, wait for help to arrive. Unfortunately, they couldn't do more than keep the full ice clear to merely a neutral ice clear. They're down to 11:18 to go in the second period. Nashville definitely showing a little bit more aggression and pressure than they were in the parts of the first period, but Minnesota has been just as tenacious as they've been since the start of the game, not allowing Nashville to get organized or settled in any way, having to force them to wait for their opportunities. Wow. Dewar's shot, meanwhile, gets deflected wide. Can Nashville get anything going? Nope. Gathered up at the blue line again by the Wild. Maroon trying to work it free behind the goal line. Nashville with control of the blue. Wow. All right. Intense negotiations now occurring on the Minnesota side. In the near corner, it gets recovered by Minnesota. Unfortunately, the pass gets muffled and tapped away. They have to go fighting for it again. The fight, it spills down into the Nashville end, and the Predators will recover. Now, can they actually establish some offensive presence? No, they just dump it in for a line change and leave the two initial skaters to struggle. It was a good setup and shot, but went wide. 16-13 is still the shot count. Minnesota versus Nashville. And that one goes off the post. Damn. Luke Schenn nearly got his first goal as a Predator, but pinned off the post. All right, Schenn manages to keep it in now, and can they clear it? Gets knocked out of the air and out to center again. Oh my goodness. Now they have another. Oh my goodness. Another breakaway. And Kaprizov and Dewar get a score. Oh. It is now 5-0, Minnesota over Nashville. Oh, man. Yes, as Kaprizov gets the steal at mid-ice, gets it to Dewar, who is ahead, and he sends it under the blocker arm of Lankinen. Oh. At this point, that is a good question. I'm also saying that it might also be a combination of what the hell is Nashville doing, but what the hell is John Hines doing with the Minnesota Wild lineup? Because considering that before he came in, that the Wild had lost 7 games in a row, damn. Truth be told, Coburg, I thought that too. I truly did. Instead, we're 1 game away from a pizza. Oh, in other words, skips out to center ice. We have a 4-on-2 coming. Unfortunately, they missed it at center ice, had to bang it off the side of the cage, and now we have a possibility of things going the other way. Trying to keep up, make it a 2-on-2. Gets lofted through the middle, snagged out of the air by Gustafsson. Oh. Down to 7:44 in the second, and it is 5-0. Woof. Well, let's see. Now the home goalie, he got 4 goals scored on him. So, yeah, that definitely went over his goals against average. And both of the Predators' goals against averages have been below 3 tonight. I mean, below 3 for the current season. So, yeah. This isn't helping. Yep, they're going to definitely get those extra spots in. Thank you for reminding me about that, Luke. Chicago finishes the game in the power play, but Detroit wins 5-1. Don't worry about it, Coburg. Don't worry. I think so far we can safely say neither one of us expected this to happen, and I don't think it's very clear that anyone else did either. Yeah, a murder on the high seas. That is definitely a way to put it. But I don't have a good explanation for this game. Like, it just seems like the big story of this game, as it has possibly been for the season for the Predators. Meanwhile, Gaudreau loses at Simon Says on the face-off and has to leave the circle. There have been so many turnovers and giveaways by the Predators in this game. So much, poking and prodding and the Wild getting up in people's faces. Remember, you can get one and then you can go from there. And try to throw it in from the blue line, maybe get us set up for something better. They'll throw it into the side of the cage, and Lankinen will cover up quickly. That's Gaudreau trying to make some noise at the net. Oh, wow. The same game parlay that FanDuel provided, none of it has happened. They predicted Forsberg to score, the Predators to win, and Eriksson Ek to score. And yeah. Whatever this is certainly not safe for human consumption. But you know what is technically safe for human consumption? Screw City Lager from the Prairie Street Brewing Company. Like I've always said, never forget your first taste of Screw City. And if you do, you probably weren't drinking it to begin with. Oh no, not another turnover! But he doesn't have the angle to get the proper shot, and Nashville takes it right back. Another breakaway that thankfully got foiled this time, so we do not have early pizza. Yeah. If you have any updates, by the way, on Max Kyrie, Coburg, let me know. They haven't heard anything from the announcer's side, but maybe something has crept through on the interwebs. Rebound gets deflected away by Gustafsson. Predators still have control, meanwhile. Trying desperately to get on the board. We are under 6 minutes to go. My clock is a little behind, folks. I do apologize for that. Yossi now to Favreau on the far side. Yossi skating from the slot to the near side. That one gets tipped high. They gather it again in the corner. Favreau had the pass, and then he ended up not being able to keep himself on his knees. Whew. All the opportunity in the offensive zone, and they cannot keep themselves set. Yeah, another one off somebody's skate. Sassans is able to grab the rebound, however, it goes right into the leg pad of Gustafsson. And we have a goalie goal in the Pittsburgh Lightning game. Nice. I don't think I even care who got the goal. You got nothing on what's happening with him? Well, hopefully it's nothing serious. Another puck out of play back into the Minnesota end. But looks like we'll have another timeout. Whew. All right, so we can definitely mark puck over the glass. That has happened more than a few times. No broken skates. Let's actually check to see, as I haven't in a while. Yeah, Nashville is still winning the face-offs. It's 20-11 in favor of. They're being outshot 19-15, but damn. Just damn. Yeah, we can also mark off icing. We've had more than a few odd man rushes so far. That is something I will have to check to see if any rookies have scored tonight. Let's see. Dur, Kaprizov, Middleton. Okay, he's not a rookie. Kaprizov's not a rookie. Middleton is definitely not. All right, so can't check off that one. But I'll do a bingo review because I figure we could use that. We've had goal is under review, crowd hates the call, defenseman scores, defenseman gets a point, shot blocked by body, odd man rush, breakaway, puck over the glass, icing, he's no funny, fell right over, off the post, goaltender pulled, noogie fight, tickle party, and offsides. And meanwhile, we get another offsides. All right. Packers versus KC Chiefs, but they play in Green Bay. I didn't know that the Packers were playing the Chiefs this season. When is that game? It was Tristan Jerry for Pittsburgh. That is the first goalie goal in their history. At this point, yeah, let's mark off that for a rare spot. What the hell? 2-on-1 gets ruined by just an outright face shove. Oh, how the hell did I forget about smell the glove as one of the spots? Lankinen makes a save on the one-timer. Has to shoot it all the way down. Gets it right to Gustafsson. Unfortunately, we have a turnover in the neutral zone. Looked like they were going to have a chance to get something set up, but once again, poked away by the Wild and sent back down to the other end. Oh, big stick, but it gets broken on the shot. Holy crap, we have a slashing penalty and another power play for the Predators. Oh, you play this weekend. Sunday night. I don't know, Tyler. I would have to look to see how many of the Packers players are going to be coming back from injury. Oh, Logan calls bingo and the bottom row across. All right. All right, we got a rare shot blocked by body, puck over the glass, goaltender pulled, and goal is under review. We get our first bingo of the night for Logan. Congratulations, man. While we're at commercial break, I'll take a quick look. Let's see. Green Bay injury report. All right, apparently Dylan is going to be back. Okay, lots of people at limited practice so far. Devontae Wyatt has done full practices with a heel injury. Limited practice for Eric Stokes with a hamstring. Darnell Savage has gotten full practices. Jaden Reed hasn't practiced. Robert Rochelle has had limited. Keyshawn Nixon looks like he might be coming back. Aaron Jones might still be out with the knee. Wow, it's the second penalty for Kaprizov on the night. His stick broke, and they just called it a slash. So, we have some home power play time, finally, for the lowly Predators. All right. Forsberg sends it up to the slot. Back to Forsberg, to Yossi. And gets yanked out of the air by Gustafsson. Whee! Seal, I don't know what to I don't know what to say. I honestly thought that Nashville was going to have an advantage going into this. I'm not sure how exactly you cure a problem like Nashville has with all of the just puck giveaways that they've been doing all night. They can't even get across the blue line on a power play. They just skate right into traffic and get it whacked away from them. Meanwhile, Geno Smith has gotten a touchdown pass to JSN. Oh. Oh my goodness. It's like they're trying to do all these like fancy cool passes, to keep the plays going however they can. Well, it's like they're barely even looking at where the pucks are going. Meanwhile, at least that shorthanded chance gets deflected wide. Couldn't get all of the stick onto it. All right. Down to 30 seconds to go on this attempt to get on the board with a man advantage. Damn. Went off the knob of the goaltender's stick and out of play. You could hear the reverberate throughout the arena. That's how deathly quiet it is. Yeah. Just hit the knob of the goaltender's sit, knock it out of his hand, deflect it out of play. Yeah, I'm sure FanDuel is probably losing all the customers in the world because their parlay is going up in flames at the moment. Wow, and Minnesota apparently had the worst penalty kill in the league coming into today. So, cross eyes pass, shot goes wide. Ooh. At least we're down to the last minute of this period. You know, and they're barely even doing the call and response this time. They are so beaten down by this game. Oof. They're barely even trying to do, you know, witty or connected handoffs for all the ads that they got to fit in. Just let's hear from rooms to go. Yes, Philip Forsberg is still playing in the NHL. He is playing for the Nashville Predators. Meanwhile, the Thunder are leading the Lakers by 20 at the end of the third. Intense negotiations result with a lost stick, and Wild getting it out of their own end. Lankinen leaves the goal to send around the near boards. Have a little bit of speed. Brennan Smith trying to advance up the ice. There is an extra stick that just got knocked out of somebody's hand in the corner. Sometime they'll clear it out, I guess. Not immediately. And now we've got another penalty coming. Oh. Yeah, Favreau's going to the box for a hook. So yeah, that player is angry. The announcers just confirmed whatever Favreau said. You definitely can't say on TV, so mark that off as well. That player is angry. We haven't seen either coach get angry yet, so can't mark that off yet. Meanwhile, Bucks are leading Bucks 80, Bulls something at the end of the third quarter. Yeah. Do what you gotta do, Steele. And we start the second period with the referee is just trying to get them off the ice, but everybody wants to keep fighting. And there's not too much else that's been happening in this game for the Predators, so I guess they might as well throw a few haymakers while they're at it. Kind of sad. Meanwhile, the touchdown call has been overturned. JSN was stopped at the 1 yard line. Ryan O'Reilly, frustrated, breaking his stick. Coburg's going to get an adult beverage because this game is horrible. I don't blame you at this point, Coburg. We have reached our second pause for the cause for the night. The third period of whatever the hell this is between Minnesota and Nashville will be starting soon. Well, it'll start as soon as we get back from this pause for the cause. This is 106.9 Click FM, another stupid sports show. It's not normally this stupid, folks, but that's just the way that the game is working out tonight.
Funny thing is I'm not tired. It's getting long. It's getting long. It's getting long. And the funny thing is on fire. I'm running out. I'm running out. I'm running off the track, splitting in two. we back begin to know.
Alex Carrier is now officially not returning for the Nashville Predators tonight. Not exactly sure what the specific injury is, but contact with the head, maybe there'll be some fines handed down because the Predators announcers are still pissed about it. They are calling it a cheap shot. Meanwhile, True North is calling bingo on card number 10. Diagonal bottom left to top right. Defenseman gets a point, goal under review, puck drops. Not supposed to say that on TV, and... Wait, did you say card number 10? We're not quite at away goalie goals against average maintained, but I appreciate your enthusiasm that Minnesota is going to win this game, especially, coming from a Packers fan. Meanwhile, at the end of the second in St. Louis, it's Blues 5, Sabres 3. All right, Minnesota is starting this period on the power play, by the way. I'm about a minute behind, but now they're wanting it to be a major. That shot immediately stopped, and everybody misses that centering pass. So the Wild have to. Oh yes, we got corners for the 5-on-3 in Boston. That is correct. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't have that marked down on my card, on my official thing. So, yes, that is a bingo for True North. Congratulations. Thank you for reminding me about my own damn rules. You see why this is a stupid sports show now, folks. All right. That awkward shot right along the line and unable to do anything with it, and the penalty is now over. Nyquist will put it on net, try to give Nashville an opportunity to set things up, but they unfortunately do not. Minnesota rushes ahead again, gets it poked away quickly, however. Forsberg tried to skate into it. Gustafsson is able to knock it away. Evangelista almost loses it. Hey! Score! The Predators are on the board, folks. Parsonen gets the Predators on the board finally at 2:37 in the game. McDonough throws it in, and Parsonen deflects it away from where Gustafsson was expecting it to go. It's now only 5-1. Well, should have, but oh, now we have another giveaway by the Wild. Nashville trying to apply the pressure again. They unfortunately give it away with the attempted centering pass. And so they have to give up on the play because they're offsides, unfortunately. Capitals get an early goal against the Ducks. Shh, it's okay. Yeah, how hard can it be to do this 6 times in one period? Clean intercepted that shot. Will enable the Predators to try to make another run up the ice. They'll have to work their way through a maze of defenders to do so, however. Evangelinos and McDonough will officially get the assists on that goal. All right, intense negotiations along the near side boards. Broden and Rossi getting in there. I think Rossi will finally ended up kicking it out to neutral ice. He has to battle 3 other players and still manages to get a stick on it. Open shot. Great save by Lankinen. Wild trying to set things up again. A little bit of an off-target pass. Shot gets deflected away from distance. Ooh. Wild trying to set up again. Give us some pizza. Meanwhile, Dallas is tied with Calgary 2-2. Is that really the official beer of the Calgary Flames, True North? Original 16. All right. I can think of worse names. There's not many better than Screw City, though. But, you know, I might be biased. Oh, meantime, Blues got pizza. No kidding. Flyers losing overtime to the Devils 4-3. Caps have an early lead against Anaheim 1-0. And the main thing that concerns me with the fact that all of these Leaf games are going to overtime and then to shootouts is there's all that extra time that is, well, because of overtime, it's getting exclusively focused on by, of course, the big scorers. They want the game to end quickly. And I just can't help of the amount of time the amount of the toll that it's going to take on their bodies. Even the fact that those overtimes are, barely enough to boil an egg as far as the National Hockey League is concerned. It's still all that extra ice time. It's extra wear and tear on people's bodies. And I just can't see where this ends up in a good situation for the Maple Leafs as the season goes on. Oh, nice wager. Make the playoffs. Hawks have to root for the Wings during the playoffs. If you miss, then you have to issue a public apology. Yep. Yeah, the Maple Leafs still have only 5 regulation wins. Thunder have beat the Lakers 133 to 110. MKI is not happy about that. By the way, I accidentally ended up watching part of Space Jam 2. Not on purpose, but it was on a TV at a place where I was at, and God, it just looks so lifeless and ugh. All right, we have intense negotiations occurring along the boards. They managed to get it and keep it on side, and Lankinen will just grab that shot out of the air to stop time. It's down to 13-18. Well, at least you're getting some fantasy points out of him. They beat the Avs, Leafs, and Blues this season and are losing to arguably bad teams. Well, I'm interested myself, Coburg, in how long the Minnesota Wild can keep up this pace and energy of play. Like I said, they just recently got a new coach, and they're probably like doing their best to show out for him. Prove that they're really buying in, dedicated to the cause, and all that. But yeah, I wouldn't get too hung up about this, Coburg. I mean, you won 6 games before that to get you back over 500. There's nothing that says this isn't just a stumbling block of what could be a strong finish to the season. And yes, I know, season's already a quarter over. We've played over 20 games. Then again, of course, Angie is already screaming her head off, and apparently needing to do thorough investigations in the office for some reason. Angie, please be smart and don't bite the power cord. No, I don't know what you smell over there either. Meanwhile, the Islanders and Hurricanes have gone into overtime. I don't know what she was planning on doing over there, but I know that I did not like the look of it. All right, off in their face-off in their own end. They nearly have a great setup on the far side. However, they cannot get a clear lane. Forced to reset. Puck gets once again poked away by the Wild. And although Nashville is doing a great job pursuing it, holy crap, they're able to save it at the blue line. We might have an extra opportunity. Ooh, Forsberg trying to go in as... Oh no, it's Yossi going in. And he just moves it offsides while trying to find room around the blue line. Yeah. Oof. Made a great effort, but it just went parallel to the goal the whole way. I only asked him about this game tonight. No, actually, I didn't specify about any game. He just said he wanted overtime, so he did get it for the Islanders Hurricanes. Hopefully it won't lead to any further torture. Great save by Lankett. Nope. Sisson's got a great open shot, and then he sent it over the glass. Is there as Boldy on the shot, forgive me. Meanwhile, the Seahawks are now up 28-20 on the Cowboys, nearly halfway through the third quarter. Yeah. Nobody knows everything about football, folks. Nobody. All right, shots currently 24-22 in favor of the Wild. Clearing pass gets miffed away, but it does make it across the blue line. That's all that matters. And they'll throw another one at Lankinen, force him to glove it and stop the clock. Yeah, I know, Angie. You haven't been paid attention to in almost 5 minutes. It is a shame. Yeah. The only thing that's illegal on Thursday Night Football is fun, MKI. That shot just goes right into the side of the cage. Eventually, Wild will get it. However, they cannot control the centering pass, allowing it to get knocked back in behind the goal line. Wow, the Rangers are apparently the #1 team in the NHL. This was something I did not know, and now I'm a little more scared than I was before. Another save by Lankinen on the advance. Gaudreau cannot get the centering pass in, but Tomasino could not clear it either. Meanwhile, puck leaps across the line. Wild have to retreat and regroup. Meanwhile, Islanders take it in Raleigh 5-4 in overtime over the Canes. So you hear that? You hear that, Luke? It's not all bad, although I have decided today, and I'm going to write this down so I don't forget, that if the Panthers and the Hurricanes end up meeting in the playoffs again, then by gum, we are going to cover that series. And there it is. Dewar gets the hat trick after getting his stick in repeatedly on a dump-in pass. We have a hat trick, folks. Mark that second rare off on your cards. Ow. Damn, they just barely kept that one onside, too. Oh, now the announcers are trying to get it redone for a kick. He's also getting knocked down at the time. Hat trick and pizza, folks. They are going to review it, so we might get our hat trick and our pizza taken away. Panthers need plays on the bench. So far they don't have. So far they're having depth problems. Is that the way I should take what you're saying, Tim? Because I don't know much about how the Panthers are doing this season, other than they're looking better than they did at the top record-wise. Oh yeah. Let's see. So far we've had for the bingo. Offsides, noogie fight, tickle party, goaltender pulled. Off the post, he's no fun, he fell right over. Rare number 1, rare number 2, puck over the glass, breakaway, odd man rush, shot blocked by body. He's not supposed to say that on TV. Defenseman scores, defenseman gets a point, player is angry, crowd hates the call, and goal is under review. The announcer is saying, well, if it was me in that situation, I'd be trying to kick it. So, calling the ice stands. No, I don't even have any of my old Caps jerseys anymore. Oh, they had 6 all kicked from the game at once. Ew. And they're still throwing hats onto the ice. Versus Ottawa. Oh. Yeah, it is a home game for Nashville, and people have thrown hats on the ice. They're visiting Minnesota Wild fans, and that arena is starting to look real empty. Lots of empty seats down at that 100 level. Oop. The Milwaukee Admirals are in the AHL. Is that correct? Oh, we're going to have a obvious penalty coming up on number 5 for the Wild. It's either going to be holding or interference because he basically just draped himself over a player on the ice and prevented him from getting up. Oh, stick in the skates, so I think we might have tripping. Oof. Alright, is there anything else we can mark off so far? Well, at the very least, I can check the box score and see if anything else has gone completely ass over tea kettle. Still about the same as it always was. Nashville is still winning the faceoff battle 28-19, but they're being outshot by Minnesota 29-23. Ten giveaways on the night for the Nashville Predators compared to 4 by the Wild. Damn shame. Well, so far Lankinen has only had 2 goals scored against him, Luke. So, if I look on here, his goals against average is .279. So, if he can hold out for the rest of the game, I'm totally cool with checking that off. All right, it's officially power play for the Predators. Can they actually get set up? Shot by Sissons gets blocked and then sent away. Lankinen comes out of his crease to shorten the amount of time that they need to reset. Forsberg gets moved away from the puck and once again easily cleared. Yossi has to evade the forecheck. Passes it to Forsberg across the blue line. Takes it back, sends it back up the near side board to Yossi, who ends up losing it, and it gets thrown the other way again. And your next game is against the Rangers. Oof. Meanwhile, Stars and Flames still tied at 2, 3 minutes to go in the game. Golden Knights have an early lead on the Canucks, 1-0. Oh, they're in period 2. Puck loose all the way, and nobody could get it through. Nobody even reaches for it. It goes between 2 players at the blue line, moving slow as molasses. Ugh. Passy around the world. Evangelista gets unloaded out of the blue line and deflected out of play. And now Angie has returned to her usual spot in my lap with claws in my leg. That's how we know that we are officially back in business, when I am experiencing minor amounts of needle-like pain from a purring, angry creature. All right, another save that glances off the leg from Tomasino. And it gets delivered. The penalty is killed off. Minnesota trying to waste some more time. We're down to about close to 7 minutes to go in this game. They've already got 6 goals. I would hope that Nashville would not try to go empty net at this point, because the number of giveaways they have had tonight, I think that would be a very bad idea. All right, dump it in along the near boards. McDonough will try to get it away. Unfortunately, the Wild recover. Lankinen grabs a centering pass out of the air to slow things down again. Cowboys have pulled within 1 after a Tony Pollard rushing touchdown. 28-27, 3:41 to go in the third quarter. Again, thank you to everybody who is providing me with the score updates. I've always thought, as I've said on this channel for a good while now, the more that we all know about what's going on with the games, the better off we are and the more knowledgeable we are as sports fans. We have better perspective, and maybe we can understand the teams a little bit better. And do not fret. I will be focusing on the Capitals at some point during this month, now that I am not looking to be in major medical danger for a good while. I can actually focus on this and schedule and all of these things that are very important. Oh, damn, even the Oilers have scored. See, anything's possible. Next broadcast, for those of you who haven't checked the schedule, I'm going to be live this Saturday in the afternoon for some NCAA basketball. Harvard versus Loyola Chicago. Because, hey, somebody's got to make it to the NCAA tournament from the Ivy League. And what the hell, it could be Harvard. They're currently 6-2. And Edmonton gets an empty net goal. All right, we have them grabbing the puck as it seems the Wild was moving in slow motion after a line change. Intense negotiations along the far boards. Predators trying to keep another charge from happening, and they somehow get it onside again. Finally knocked ahead by the Wild back into the offensive zone. However, they are able to... Oh, we got a high stick on Tomasino apparently. or a trip. Not sure exactly what's going on. Is Maroon going off? Is Tomasino going off? 2 minutes on Tomasino for high sticking. At this point, Luke, I've gotten a thumbs up. I seem to be on the up and up as far as recovery goes, and I'm happy with that. Well, the only reason that you may remember Loyola Chicago was from an improbable run that they made into the Final Four a couple of what's coming on a number of seasons ago, and Sister Mary Jean. Final in Winnipeg is Oilers 3, Jets 1. Don't worry, folks. This game will be over soon, and we can get back to, paying attention to other games that are maybe closer or more exciting. Let's check these other scores while we're at it. Blues still holding over this 2-goal lead over the Sabres, 6-4, 1:25 to go in that game. Coyotes and the Avalanche tied at 2 in the second period. So are the Stars and the Flames, but they finished the second period. Golden Knights still blanking the Canucks 2-0 in the first period, and the Ducks have pulled ahead of the Capitals 2-1. They're already advertising the post-game show, folks. All right. All right. Predators end up dumping it down to the zone. Wild comes speeding up the ice. And unable to keep it in, and Nashville will just fling it down the ice. Dang. Yeah. The other thing is, Coburg, Oh my God, there might be more Wild fans than Nashville fans at this point, because there is a huge cheer for the 7th goal for Minnesota. Oh yeah, apparently it was also a power play goal. It was Dewar's 4th of the night. 4th of the night. Wow. Damn. And now they're challenging the play for offsides again. Yeah. When they tried this in the first period, I thought they were going to disallow the goal and call it offsides, but they did not. They did not. Are we going to have another delay of game on Nashville to end this? Oh yeah, he had. That is no question. That is offsides. That one will be coming back. Oh well, at least you still got the hat trick doer. Don't get too upset about it. So does that mean they'll have to put the dude back in the penalty box? Because they were on the power play at that point. All right, it'll be 1 minute and 10 seconds of penalty time still left. We're at 4:05 officially to go. Tomasino goes back into the box. And the Wild just take their time. Faber will bounce off the wall to himself, and then it'll be quickly cleared up the ice. Gustafsson will leave the crease, fling it up to the blue line to nullify the forecheck by number 44. Damn. And now Nashville actually getting some work done on the penalty kill. They flung it down the ice again. Yeah, 6 goals in a minute. Totally possible. Oh, skating ahead, that puck just gets out of the player's reach, and it gets flung back into the Minnesota side of the ice. Yes, they did, Adam. They got pizza, and Dewar got a hat trick. Hey, there's still time, Tim. We could get the Brazil. Five in a minute, and then win in Monty time. Why not? All right, we've made it out of the penalty kill. Nashville's back to full strength. Wild still holding on, down to 2:20 to go, and they're willing to let Nashville try to make the first move and take advantage of things. And some great effort to try to poke it away. However, they are getting mired down in the neutral zone again. A good hit off the boards. Unfortunately, they cannot keep it to themselves. Nashville will gain control in their own end, down to 1:45 to play. All right, there you go, Angie. Get yourself settled in. Can we get it? Can we make it 6-2? Come on, Predators. One more in the back of the net. However, giving the puck away while you're trying to move down the ice like that is not going to get us to 6-2. Another interception as they play passy around the world. Unfortunately, Minnesota gives away at center ice, so they're quickly on the attack again. However, they are getting just absolutely swarmed by Minnesota players along their near side boards. They get the puck out, bounces off of Gustafsson. Fighting forward along the boards back underneath the 30-second mark. And the Wild will try to charge up the ice one last time. They'll just dump it in. All right. We're about to reach the end here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. I will go over the bingo to see. I didn't even put in the number of shots. This is what happens when you have to rebuild a bingo list, folks. So, home team, one more face-off. Lankinen only had 2 goals scored on him, so both home and away goalies' goals against average were maintained, because Gustafsson only got 1 put up on him all night. So, we have those in there, and yeah, everything else is kind of just as is. Let me check Luke's card real quick. I believe you were card number 24. So, let's see. Home, yep. There you are. Lucas got bingo in the middle column. There you go. Congratulations. And all of those you were playing but you didn't get bingo, you're still winners as far as we're concerned. There will be no bingo for the NCAA basketball this Saturday, which once again will be Harvard versus Loyola, but I will have some for Detroit versus the Saints, which for some reason will be the game that most of the country will get on Fox for the early slot. I don't get it. I thought we had reached the point where all the sports pundits were breathing a sigh of relief that they didn't have to pretend to respect the Detroit Lions anymore, but I guess they still think we're worth watching. Anyway, that's going to do it for us here on another Stupid Sports Show. Thank you for tuning in. We are back in the swing of hockey season. There will be Caps hockey coming soon, so you all can mock me for my fandom. Thank you for being here. My name is Jim B. This is 106.9 Click FM. Thank you for coming around and making this truly another Stupid Sports Show. Good night.